Hi, I'm Lori Hardy, and I help business owners go from frustration to ease when it comes to podcasting. If you're looking to boost your credibility and grow your business but feel overwhelmed by the process, I've got you covered. With over 30 years of experience in top radio markets, I know how to make your voice heard. My 7-day Podcast Pro program helps you move from scattered and unsure to confidently launching and maintaining a podcast that connects with your audience, builds your legacy. It's done with ease and minimal time. Plus, I'll share insider tips to help you rank in the top 5%.
Inner work, our inner consciousness, it actually benefits our family more than what we could imagine. It's not your fault for procrastinating or scrolling social media or even addiction. It's not at all your fault. It's just you're coping with something.
Has your life, your dreams been interrupted? Good news. It is possible to reinvent our lives. People are doing it every day, and some are brave enough to share the struggles, disappointments, and challenges. If you are looking for a new beginning, a do-over, or to rediscover your passion, maybe even find a new one, then grab a cup of coffee and let's talk. Interrupted, Act 2, Reinventing Your Legacy, with your host, Coach Lori.
I met Sophia at a networking event and I heard her story and I was so touched. So I'm so happy to introduce to you Sophia Antonysamy, founder and coach of Purple Mindset. Welcome.
Thank you, Lori. I'm so excited to be here.
I am so excited to have you. Hearing your story just touched my heart. So tell us about Purple Mindset and what you do.
Well, thank you for asking. Purple Mindset is my own company where my passion is to empower moms with mental health tools. I'm a certified life coach, and I started my journey in different science-backed tools that was helping me and just sharing those learnings. And I believe that in today's world, mental health tools, the more people share it, the better it is because yes, some may need diagnosis and treatment, but this tools is needed by everyone. So that's where it all started, to make it simple, accessible, affordable, and with my own personal and professional experience, I'm just living my calling.
I love that. It's not very often we hear people say that they're living their calling or doing what they love. What brought you to this? You've had kind of a shift in your life.
Yes, it's an interesting journey because if you asked me a year before or 5 years before, I never could have imagined what I'm doing today because I was born in India, in South India, and I was brought up in Mumbai. In our culture, people just tend to choose just between 2 or 3 categories, like doctor, engineers, and I did my MBA because that's what everybody does. I went into banking sector to work. And then when I got married to my husband, he was working in Illinois. And that's when 17 years ago, I could move to Wisconsin, US for the very first time. I was thinking, yes, I like banking and things like that. But here I was navigating marriage, my motherhood, and then I touched a little bit with the US Bank, and still I wasn't sure that something was feeling off in me. I couldn't understand what, because from the external world, like in the US Bank in Kenosha, my customers would love me and my colleagues would tell me that I'm doing amazing. So why am I feeling this way? At that time, my son was probably around 6 or 7 years old. Now he's a teen and my daughter is a tween. And he said, when I was putting him in this martial arts class, jiu-jitsu, because I thought he's so flexible and athletic, he's doing so good, he should be doing that. And he said something along these lines, like, Mom, just because I'm good at it doesn't mean I like it. So that's what it cleared my mind. I am good at banking, but I don't like it. So what is it I'm good at? It? Yes, I love people and I'm good with relationships. But then I understood my passion for writing, which I completely forgot, which when I moved to US, I started blogging. So I completely forgot I have a passion for writing, but I was just doing it for fun. And then I wanted to dive deep into writing. I went ahead and published my very first book in the year 2019, just sharing my learnings from whatever books I read, helped me to awaken myself. That's how the journey shifted towards writing and then towards life coaching, where it kind of aligned with my passion because I was navigating my own anxiety, my own self-discovery in this new country as a mom through my new married life. Then from 2019 in Wisconsin, then in North Carolina, and then now in Bothell, I just decided to have my own company and be this purple mindset person living my calling.
I love the revelation that just because I'm good at it doesn't mean I love it. Because often as a coach, when I talk with people, they'll tell me, I'll ask them what they could do for a living, and they tell me what they're good at. But again, it's not like they may be a wonderful singer, but they don't want to sing for a living. I used to sew just for a home business to make some ends meet. And people would be like, you should, blah, blah. And I go, I don't love sewing. I'm good at it and I can whip anything out in a heartbeat, but it doesn't make me happy.
Yes, and that's something like the ikigai concept, like the good at it, what the world needs and all that. The combination, the purpose was this, because like you said, I can relate to cooking. I love cooking Indian food, but I know many of my friends do say you should open a restaurant, but I'm never interested to open a restaurant. I can cook for you and you come home happily, but that's about it. So I can relate to your sewing interest like that.
This weekend, I was at a retreat. There were missionaries there. They talked about, every one of them said, when they were talking about it, they said early on they knew they wanted to go to another country. They knew without a doubt. And I thought, as I listened, I thought, isn't that interesting? Because I don't think all of us know, like when we ask seniors, what are you going to do? They're like, I don't know. We expect people to know. And I don't know that that's the norm. How do you help people get from where they are to where they want to be?
That's a very powerful question, because that's something I'm work in progress, and I love helping people with the same. I just look at those tiny little glimpses, like just taking from my own experiences. I was blogging for Blogspot and posting two-liners on Facebook, and my friends would be like, wow, that was thought-provoking. And one of my friends, she's amazing at painting, and she just says, I just do it for fun. So keep doing what brings you that spark and joy and what you're drawn to, even if it's something so simple as writing in your notebook or painting at home. From there, your light just guides you. And I've seen that in my life as well as in other people's life, just those tiny sparks.
I also find people will maybe stuck in a job because they have insurance, they're making good money, it's not what they want to do, they're not happy, and that's a big transformation when people have to take a pay cut. But I love the idea of do it as a hobby if you love it, and it doesn't mean you have to give everything up. And I was talking with this 30-something, and she said, oh, well, I love my job, it's not where I give back, or it's just my job, I get paid, but what I love to do. And so she has these side things that she loves to do, and she's really content doing that because her job supports her hobby.
Yes, and there is no one size fit all. That's exactly what I encourage. And it's amazing to see people doing different combination and things. Like one person would be diving deep into their painting thing, and one person might be doing it as a weekend project and having a full-time job, because it's all about their own goals. Okay, I need to pay my bills, so for that purpose, I have a job, but painting lights me up. Here I go, I do it on weekend. But that just removing that mental block is what fascinates me. People sometimes they feel awful because they feel, oh, I'm stuck in this job. But if we help with some tools and techniques to help them rewire into something like, well, it serves my purpose, like it feeds my family, and I can still practice my passion on such and such time. So people can live their purpose and passion at the same time in whichever form they want.
And are those some of your mental health tools when you help people either find a way to stay or to go?
Yes, that's right. I believe in like a puzzle piece. Our life is like a puzzle piece. We might not know what is the end picture looks like I mentioned even a year ago. Like now I'm a radio show host in a bilingual radio as well. But a year ago, I didn't know that I would be this. But this puzzle piece that was uncovering led me to this. So I always keep that mindset in my clients. And yes, I do use powerful questions based on cognitive behavioral therapy certification that I learned from, and positive psychology. Just fragment by fragment, they can just make their own masterpiece of their life. It could be a job and painting project, or just as a painter, or like whenever they want to merge or don't merge, it's still just feeling confident that they are living a life on their own terms. breaking free from conditioning from their childhood and societal pressure, which is the most important thing, I believe.
It seems to me sometimes people don't really understand that they have choices.
That's right. That's because I give this. I don't know if you heard this interesting story of an elephant that I always share whenever. There was this zoo where the elephant was tied in a little metal chain, and this huge elephant is still standing there. And a person walks by and asks, "Why doesn't this elephant break free from this? It's a huge, strong elephant." So the zookeeper says, like, "Yeah, I got this elephant when he was a baby. He tried a lot. Now he believes that he can get out, even though he's 3 times more stronger." I see that in my dog as well. He's crate trained. When he was a 3-month puppy, I crate trained him, and now he just goes into the crate as if he cannot break free from it. We humans are no different. When I believed, let's say in my 5th grade, let's say I believed that like, I'm not good enough in speaking or something like that in my school based on some mean comment or something like that. What I believe is that it's not just that one incident, but we repeat that program whenever we make a mistake or fail, because that's what our brain does to make it easier. So every time I would fail or somebody laughs, I would repeat like, "Oh, I'm not good at speaking. I'm not good at speaking. I'm not good at..." And at the age of 30 or 40, if I still believe that, like I wouldn't be sitting here with you. So for that reason, I do believe that people are in their own matrix. And so it's very important for them to get an outsider perspective that, you know what, the matrix that was formed when you were 5 years old or 10 years old, and you have a free choice. And just to tell that is a great turning point. And I love doing that to people.
What's your perfect client?
Great question. So I love when people just say, like, it could be somebody like, I just don't know what's wrong. I just want to be happy and healthy, something like that, very generic. And they could like, that's where I started with my therapist. Like, I don't know why I'm so sad all the time. Can you help me? Something so generic. Or somebody like, life is good, but I still want to be here. I want to be here when it comes to my healthy lifestyle or my career or my parenting. I want to do better because it's all about self-improvements. So it's a client where they're not clear what they want, but they have a definite goal where they want to be. And even I'm so grateful and humbled when I see people have supplemented me, even though they go to a therapist or counselor for their life transitions like divorce and diagnosis like OCD. And when they supplement mine and they have told me these tools have helped me, it just brings me even more enthusiasm to keep going.
I'm a big fan of coaching and counseling at the same time.
Yes. Yes, I always say it's just an extension. It's not this or that. Like, you go to a counselor or coach. I have done both as well. I have a therapist and then a coach, and for different reasons. It's just there are tons of tools that whatever is your right fit.
I always say if you're going to hire a coach, ask them if they have a coach, because a good coach is well coached.
Yes, that's right. I believe in constant improvement. Like I said, I can't see my own matrix, so I need somebody to tell that about me.
And I love other people having eyes on us to encourage us and call us out or whatever it is that we need, because I feel like it seems worse now than before, that there's just not that. We're not getting encouragement. We're not getting seen and heard.
Yes, that's right. As human beings have these basic needs. I saw in a podcast, every child needs, but I think at whatever is your age, we all want to be seen, heard, and know that we are loved. For that reason, we tend to cling to certain methods and coping strategies, which may or may not be helpful for us.
Okay, so I have a few extra questions. What's the name of your book?
Awakening is for everyone. It's available on Amazon. It's just 105, a guidebook, just to get a jump start from, these are the books I read and it helped me to move forward. That's my book, Awakening is for everyone.
And what radio show are you on?
So Radio Dhool is an app which broadcasts in US, Canada, UK, and India. It's a Tamil radio show, one of the Indian languages. Every Sundays at 7 to 9 p.m. Central Time, which means 5 p.m. our Pacific Time, they broadcast my show along with the songs, where I share mental health tools in a very fun, lighthearted way. And it's bilingual. I mix English and Tamil. So it's really fun. I love doing that every week.
I love radio, and I teach podcasting because I think it's so important for women to be able to share their wisdom. I feel like maybe the younger generation doesn't want it but when they want it, I'd like them to be able to find it on a podcast or on our phone or some way we've saved. And for you blogging, having a book, it's a way for the next generation for us to live on and leave a legacy.
Yes, and I personally have benefited from so many podcasts, and I strongly believe, like, whether I see immediate results or not, it is going to reach the right people at the right time, and that's enough for me.
Yeah. Well, this has been so wonderful, and I love the idea of it called Purple Mindset. What brought you to that name?
So when I was looking up, like, to register my business, we were thinking about a lot of names, but purple just touched me in terms of spirituality, and it just, I know it's femininity and creativity as well. And in spirituality, whether in Christianity or in Hinduism, it just connects with consciousness and so many other good stuff. And I just felt that's what it is. Like, I want to spread this purple consciousness amongst myself, my family, and people around me so they can just live their life on their own terms, happier, healthier, however they want.
So with all that you do, what is it that you really, really want us to know?
I would say that in this new age challenge, because of technology, it's none of us' fault. In the last 10 years, the change has been so rapid, and I believe change is hard. And when it's this fast, it's not uncommon to face this many mental health challenges across all age groups. And especially me helping so many moms, I feel that we put ourselves as last because of our caring nature, of course. But at the same time, when we prioritize ourselves, our mental health, our inner work, our inner consciousness, it actually benefits our family more than what we could imagine. It's not your fault for procrastinating or scrolling social media or even addiction. It's not at all your fault. It's just you're coping with something that's painful, uncomfortable. And there are tools available there. So go seek help. And I just wish wellness for everyone.
Thank you so much. And how can we find you?
Through my website or my Instagram page. Both of them are. The Instagram page handle is The Purple Mindset. I post a lot of tools and motivational videos. But if they want to book an appointment, they can just log on to my website, thepurplemindset.com. There are free resources, like they can access to free worksheets. I love creating worksheets for negative self-talk and things like that. So go ahead, and this is my passion, to just give out tools as many possible to people.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lori. It was so fun talking with you.
If you love this podcast, here's a big ask. Will you share with your friends and family, subscribe, give us a review, and a 5-star rating so that others looking to reinvent their lives will be able to get the help they're looking for? Thank you in advance.